Hey everybody, welcome to the channel DauvO, where we talk about Italian real estate. This is a community tour of the one-year home community called Zungoli in Campania. So I've got some projects. You might hear a lot of sound, I'm not sure, but you can see behind me the fields. They've been harvested, grain or whatever it is back there, and this area is surrounded by that. And it has like a dry Tuscany feel. When you leave the city, the hillsides have olive trees more than vineyards, because we're getting into Puglia, and this is Campania, specifically Avellino. Zungoli is the community. As far as what you could do if you picked up a property here, Zungoli is off the beaten path quite a bit, and so just trusting Airbnb to fill it all the time is not going to happen, at least not yet. We're trying to get the word out that Italy is an amazing place, but I'd imagine the more people that come here are people that have family in the area, or people that have ancestors from the area. I know there's a few in the channel already that have said they have ancestors or parents or grandparents that come from this area. We are next to Puglia, so you'll see more orchards, olive orchards, vineyards or orchards. You'll see more olive trees than grapes. We're reaching the desert climates, and so they do a lot better. It's a lot hotter in this area than in northern Italy. We are very, very far to the south. We're really just a few hours off of being in the heel of the boot. Perched at the top of the main piazza, there's a playground for kids. It's overlooking quite a beautiful scene. There are houses down below, more likely newer construction, and many of the residents probably live in these much higher quality regarding energy efficiency homes as opposed to the historical center. In the town, I'm standing below the supermarket. I don't know if there's more than one, because normally in Italy there's like the big supermarket, kind of like Walmart size. Things like in the north it's Esselunga, and there are a few others, but anyway, Esselunga is the one I can think of, a Carrefour, and anyway, they still have regional grocery stores. Where I live, those are the ones. There's also like Famila, which is about mid-range, more of a family or more of a local grocery store. And then we have things like Bureauspin, Lidl, MD. Those are the economical grocery stores where you would save a lot more money because you're not searching for the brands that are typically a little bit higher cost, right? So this one is just a local mom and pop shop, and I don't know if they have any of those other three here in this community. I have not seen them. I did see that they have a post office. I see that they have a pharmacy down below. I see that they have bars and restaurants, and especially a pretty nice place for everyone in the community to come and socialize right here in the middle of this plaza. Learn some Italian, piazza. It's time we start checking out some of the scenery. Well, it's raining. You can see on this hill how fast the water is shooting down, right down the middle of the road. We designed it so that it makes the water flush through pretty quickly. There are for sale signs pretty much everywhere. Even the property that we stayed in has a for sale sign on it. If anybody's interested, I can ask the price. Wow, I've never actually toured in the rain. All I know is my feet are wet. The rain let up a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to be off and on for the next hour and a half or two. That's my prediction. Weatherman DauvO says you can expect rain. I see blue skies in some areas, but pretty cloudy everywhere. This property is pretty well boarded up. This is a beautiful section of town. Honestly, I was gonna go to the castle first. I think I messed up. Went the wrong way. Last night, this whole area was full of people. We drove through. The whole town was basically in this area. But here is kind of like the area you'll find restaurants and bars. I can see a supermarket up in the yellow building up there. So that goes up there to the upper area of the archway, the bridge, I guess. Curious, honestly looks like a garden, like a castle garden labyrinth style. Let's go check out what's up on top and see if we can get a better view. So there's a street up here. I assumed it was just for cars, or just for people. I assumed wrong. Does that mean it's not gonna rain either? All right, so we do get a better view though. There's some olive trees ahead of me on the hillside. They look pretty healthy. And then this came from Gubbio, so to me, when I was entering in the dark, I couldn't see a lot. I didn't feel like it was as beautiful as, say, Gubbio was. But it has its own beauty, that's for sure, here in Campania. There are windmills off in the distance, so yeah, it's pretty nice. So we went the right way. This is actually the castle, and this castle is pretty cool. It has big circular towers on both sides, kind of a symmetrical feel to it. Part of the goal today is to talk to the comune. I've got an appointment in a few minutes to go over there with the host of the Airbnb. Everybody's so nice. That's what you notice when you come here. They all want to be helpful. Here's kind of the main piazza, I guess. And there's a shot of the castle. We're right here in the middle of this piazza, and it's got this nice aesthetic rock in certain parts of the town. Other parts are the smooth, we call it intonico, where they have a mortar finish. I can hear construction projects everywhere, really. So I guess they're doing some renovations. Monte Frumentario, Comune di Zungoli. And there's actually a QR code. Anybody want to try it and see what happens? hold your scanner up there and see if you can't do the QR code. The buildings are pretty cool. They actually have some aesthetics from way back in the day. I see the letters DCCF and then FF. I guess I don't know this stuff, but it's like from the secolo or something like that, the century. If I was to assume, I'd assume this is the kind of style of property that would be for €1. This one's open, that one's open, and right here it looks more renovated with mailbox and everything. This one's got a newer electrical box, but that one is lacking. So I'm gonna make a educated guess that was one of the properties that is at least borderline €1 home quality. Okay, so we're still next to the castle. Here's another that's a little bit wide open. Here's kind of like, I think that's a bathroom that they installed later. But that entry is all wide open, usually a good sign. See all the construction projects that are going on? That circular feel right there is a church building, but maybe it's all connected. Who knows? But the scaffolding go from 1, 2, 3 levels all the way up to the other building next to it. So they've got a pretty decent amount of renovation going on. Good to know. So cool. Being in Italy. So the castle, you see it in the very back up there. Might as well. Buongiorno. People are looking at me funny. It's always fun. I like the archways. This is right at the base on the back side of the castle, and that was Not this property, but the one next to it most likely. You see this right here? Usually that's a bathroom. I'm loving the brick. Kind of nice when the rust gets to it too. It's like there's like, when the water enters in, it's a problem, no? It makes the building weaker, but it also gives kind of a cool effect at times. This wall is slanted, kind of like bigger at the bottom and more to the left at the top. This is the humidity problem, like there's water entering right through this wall or coming up through the wall. This could be another one maybe. I see the windows open. It's got some curtains on it. Maybe upstairs is not part of it, and maybe this is just a cantina or storage area. People are storing things in here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This is this community's version of a cul-de-sac. You know what? I feel like I've seen an Italian movie that was filmed here. I'm saying that because of the streets. But I wouldn't be surprised if they use these types of communities to do their movies. Not necessarily Zungoli. Let's see if this ends here or if it continues. Grotta Filomena. QR code time. Get your QR code scanners ready. So this is interesting. So grotta. Honestly, is there a grotto? You know, grotta means grotto. You can see by the picture that it looks like he's in a cave. Curious if there's actually like a grotto underneath it. So iconic. Stairways. And here's the end of this cul-de-sac. I'm enjoying calling them cul-de-sacs. So maybe this is what they're working on, making the aesthetic nicer. This is their scaffolding right there, no? Quick shout out to the Patreon patrons who have made community tours like this possible. If you've got a community that you want me to check out sooner than later, why don't you check out Patreon yourself and check out the tiers available, whether it be for gas or some general support. Serious buyers of Italian real estate will be interested in the mentorship videos that are being added on a daily basis, and there are 3 tiers already set aside for you. That's cool. Get your QR code scanners ready. I hope there's at least one of you at home who's appreciating this QR scanner thing. I'll try to hold it still for a second. It's crooked. Let me know in the comments what these things actually are. Casa Pontile Grande. So basically a historical information about it. It's my guess. Someone closed up a door here. Christmas lights. What are your bets? Motorcycle or barbecue? So this one's recently been renovated on the outside. The door, I'm not so sure about, but they've kind of restored this whole area right here. And that's probably what they're doing on most of the buildings. This one as well. Looks to be the same style. With, you can see it's got like brass rain gutters. Big property, actually. Look, from here to there, and I'm guessing on the back side is a really nice view. Yep. So this is the last building. You can see it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. Here, oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. This is your history tour. Porta Sant'Anna. Later, the host of the Airbnb took me to meet the mayor, and we spent the day touring around €1 home properties. Everybody was very cordial and more than ready to share with me all the knowledge that they had of this historical center of town. I hope you enjoyed the video. The upcoming videos will show these €1 homes, and so make sure to hit that notification bell so that you know when those videos come out. If you're interested to know where you could stay when visiting Zungoli, this is the Airbnb that we stayed in, and feel free to check out the video I did as we toured the interior of the property. So we parked at the bottom of the hill right here, came up the stairs, and literally right here is the Airbnb. Yeah, it's simple, right? But it's well put together. Anyway, even it's for sale and for rent, in case you haven't figured that part out yet. But this is it. We stayed at it's actually well put together, guest house La Corte. And check it out if you come into the area. Definitely, it's clean, and you know what? I never made it down there. There's actually a lot of rustic property out there too.